Okay. And then this is the Elon Musk archetype. He's like basically Elon Musk and Sam Altman, but like very close to Elon Musk. Okay. And this dude doesn't exist in the tech world. He is supposed to be the moral compass. He's supposed to be the everyman, but he doesn't exist in the tech world. So that was something that was frustrating to me. I get that, like, in order to move the plot along, you have to make... I watched Pitt. I'm an expert. Yeah, I watched it too. I wouldn't say I'm an expert. All right, let's talk about Mountainhead. Okay. For those of you who don't know, I watched Mountainhead last night. Here, we'll watch the trailer for it. Okay. And I'll go through it piece by piece. Here it is. It's a HBO original made by the creators of Succession. That was what actually pulled me in initially. Jesse Armstrong. Like, I like Succession. Mountainhead was nowhere near as good, I would say, as Succession, but it's still pretty good. But it was also very frustrating to watch. It was there were cringe moments and there were very frustrating moments. I wouldn't put it in the same category as like Succession as far as like realistic. I think part of it is because my dude was afraid of going super hard on the billionaire mega donors. I think that's what it is. Like, there were good parts to it. There were funny parts to it, but overall it's kind of mid. Okay. Overall kind of mid. Here it's let me go through the synopsis real quick. Mountainhead is a 2025 American satirical comedy drama television film written and directed by Jesse Armstrong in his directorial debut, starring Steve Carell, Jason Schwartzman, Corey Michael Smith, and Rami Youssef. Very interesting cast. Okay, very interesting cast. I mean, pretty solid cast, as a matter of fact. You got Jesse Armstrong, you got Steve Carell, you got Jason Schwartzman. I don't really know Corey Youssef. Great cast overall. The expectation when I dove into it was that it was going to be good, right? That it was going to be at least like, I mean, it was watchable for sure, but I thought it wasn't just going to be watchable. I thought it was going to be actually good. But there was something missing. Is it going to be funny? No, it's funny in the way that Succession is, but also not as funny in the way that Succession is funny. The plot is four wealthy friends who are, three of them are in the billionaire club. One of them is not in the billionaire club. And all four of these characters are basically like a consolidation of like real existing billionaires, for the record. Like, they pick and choose from different aspects of like different billionaires. They get together. Four wealthy friends meet for a retreat amidst growing global upheaval caused by AI-generated disinformation produced and disseminated via fictional social media platform Tram. Okay. Among them are Venus Van Parish, owner of Tram, Jeff Aberdazzi, owner of Builter, a fictional company specializing in AI that creates like basically safeguards around AI. Okay. Randall Garrett, an older member and mentor of the group who has recently received an incurable cancer diagnosis, and Hugo Super Van Yalk, who, despite his $521 million net worth, is significantly less wealthy than his multi-billionaire friends. Super brings his three other billionaire friends. This is not a spoiler. Like, I'm not giving you any spoilers. This is just a synopsis. Okay? He brings them together for a weekend retreat. Now, the parts that I want to talk about are the characters and who they resemble, or what character flaws that they have that resemble the obvious character flaws that many of the billionaires that we know and love to hate have. Okay. And I will say here, I'll go off of like the actual people in the, hold on, I'll zoom into this. This guy, played by Steve Carell, is basically like a Peter Thiel type, or a, what's the egghead? The Mark Andreessen, Peter Thiel. It's like a combination of all of those guys. The fact that he has cancer and is like is trying to cure that cancer in the most insane ways, I think resembles Steve Jobs. That's a nod to Steve Jobs, because that was what Steve Jobs did as well. For those of you who don't know, he was a bit of a RFK style. Cancer can be treated by being away from technology by the end of his life. This guy, Super, is like a shitty app developer. He's like a hanger on, maybe like the All In podcast style deal. His app that he has is like a meditation app that he's trying to sell as a lifestyle app. Okay. And then this is the Elon Musk archetype. He's like basically Elon Musk and Sam Altman, but like very close to Elon Musk. Okay. And this dude doesn't exist in the tech world. He is supposed to be the moral compass. He's supposed to be the everyman, but he doesn't exist in the tech world. So that was something that was frustrating to me. I get that, like, in order to move the plot along, you have to make like a guy be normal and look at the insane things that are popping off. There is no guy like this that's a multi-billionaire. That's not a real guy. It was so unimaginably unrealistic. It pissed me off. Yes, he is the audience surrogate. Okay. And I think he's supposed to be like a Google guy who's now, he's supposed to be 60K viewers is 75 in 1 minute. Holy botters. Am I getting botted again? Oh my God. What the f is happening, dude? Now it says 87K. I'm getting botted. This happened yesterday too. I don't know why. It's very annoying. I mean, I'll take it. Thanks, bots. I'm turning into Kick over here. What the hell? I'm failing. So, where was I? What was I talking about? Yeah, so the Mountainhead is in Utah. That's what he calls it, like Fountainhead. And can you make revenue by running ads on bots? No. Once you acknowledge them, they leave. Yeah, I know. I fell off big time. No, come back. I'm sorry. But hold on, let me shut this off. Sorry to be that guy, but is it stupid to get a bush knife with a "we will sacrifice for you" opal sign engraved on it in transliterated Arabic for whittling and similar stuff? I don't know, man. Why are you asking me this question? I don't know. All right, like, what the kind of stupid question is this? Very specific. Okay, so as I was saying, there is no like guy like this who is warning about the dangers of like there is no billionaire guy who is like legitimately invested in like the dangers of AI, but they try to position that by saying like his entire net worth revolves around how dangerous this guy's AI stuff is and how this guy's AI stuff is. And because his product is supposed to put like limiters on AI and to show people what is fake and what is real, it's not like a real person, right? But ultimately, there are a lot of parts. There are a lot of parts in the back and forth, I think, that I appreciated. For example, what did I appreciate? They constantly posture with pop philosophy, and they're constantly wrong in their assessment. Like, they really, like, Jesse Armstrong clearly read a shit ton of books that these dipshits have written, okay? Like, they utilize all of the terminology that Silicon Valley tech CEOs utilize. They're major dorks. Like, especially Steve Carell's character is like very like Curtis Yarvin core for sure. Obsessed with the infinite life. Thinks that he's going to be able to upload his consciousness into this dipshit's AI. It's basically a story. Like, the parts that I really liked about it, and I thought was like really realistic, was how much these billionaires believe their own bullshit. Okay? Because I think that in and of itself is very real. That definitely is very real. Like, these guys unironically believe their own lies. Okay? They don't think that like this is, when they say like this is changing the world and we're doing altruism, right? By, you know, eliminating any enemies that we have. All of that stuff is very much real. They also like fantasize as the world is collapsing outside of them, around them, as a direct consequence of his like AI that is so hyper realistic that people are basically using it to do sectarian violence and stuff. They're endlessly going back and forth about like which countries that they can just like overtake and things of that nature. I feel like that was a bit of an exaggeration, but ultimately, I think it's a miss. The parts that I liked were, you know, the tech lingo and things of that nature. and the realistic aspects of that, and the fact that like these billionaires believe their dumbass products actually are changing the world, and they legitimately think that they're changing the world for the better, and how much they care about their net worth growing while people are suffering. All that stuff was great, but the stuff that I thought was like really, I mean, the ending was dumb. The big hook was dumb. Yeah. When in fact, there was no point to all of it at all, right? It's satire, but satire is supposed to have, satire is very good at making a mockery of real things that are happening. It was a little bit of a disappointment for sure. I don't know why the reviews are all giving it 1 star though, because I don't think it's a 1-star movie. It is definitely a watchable movie. It is definitely a watchable movie. It's not like completely unwatchable. I wouldn't say it's unwatchable. There is like definitely parts. If you are familiar with like Curtis Yarvin, and if you're familiar with like the tech CEOs, like the Peter Thiels of the world and whatnot, like there will be some takeaways for you. That's it. The give soup some country plot thread was eye-rollingly bad. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I did not like that at all. I hated that. Like their discussions about like overtaking Argentina and other countries, like all that stuff was so stupid. And I hated the ending. I hated the ending. It just made no sense whatsoever. Like I know that these guys are supposed to be sociopaths, okay? And every single one of them is supposed to be like a shark, but ultimately, like they just they don't even behave like sociopaths in a way that is like decipherable.
Folks, don't mind slumming it in the humble abode of the poorest billionaire in the gang. But this is exactly why I built Mountainhead.
Look at this place, Soups.
Thank you.
No, I just said look at it. No compliment implied. Simply look at it.
Here we go. All right. 4 presidents of tech. Get your net worth. Oh, 59. 63 bill. Feels good. 220.
Guys, is this on every channel?
There have been a number of occurrences since your launch.
UN officials are now openly attributing the recent uptick in ethnic tension to powerful new generative AI tools unveiled last week on Trap.
I just want to say this is not on you, Venice.
Obviously, it's not on me. Why would you even say that?
Also, this dude is too hot to be playing Elon Musk, okay? Elon Musk is a creature, okay? He is what is known as, in the old world, a grotesque, okay? So the fact that a hot guy who's kind of shredded pissed me off. I know that he's like a Zuck and Elon Musk archetype. He looks more like the guy that owns Telegram than either of those dudes.
Your platform was inflamed, a volatile situation.
Weapon stockpiling, some bank runs.
Violence,
Chaos.
and people are dying.
You're not real. Heads don't explode like that.
Heads don't explode like that?
No.
How do heads explode?
We are the smartest men in America. We literally have the resources to take over the world.
This ugly death trap house might have just become humanity's global HQ.
Boom.
The president wants to speak to us. Guys, we could actually do this.
I can handle Argentina and Paraguay.
We could probably buy Haiti or Belgium, those chocolatey assholes.
Yeah, it's cringe.
This does not look like somebody who should have the keys to America.
The world wants your algorithm to stop being racist and shitty. Are you trying to hurt me?
Things can't get any worse.
This is a terrifying experience, and I don't know that I'll ever recover.
Anyway, I mean, I can see the point of it not having a point, a whole bunch of performance for nothing. Dude, holy shit, I think I worked electrical in that house that they're in. It's a $20 million mansion in Park City. Working at that house literally radicalized me with realizing there's a ridiculous wealth inequality in the U.S. It's a fucking nice-ass house, bro. It is. This movie looks like shit, to be honest. I did like the U.S. coup angle, but then he dropped it. No, it wasn't that good. It wasn't good at all. There were so many things that were so like patently unrealistic and so spectacular that it just like made no sense. Okay. And before he's like, it's satire. It's like, yeah, but it's supposed to be realistic. It's supposed to be like realistically and accurately making fun, making satire out of like the way that billionaires operate. And it wasn't just like a cartoonish depiction of billionaires. I feel like it didn't go hard enough on their sociopathic nature. And they also simultaneously did not. There was just nothing going on. There was nothing going on beyond just like Billionaires being fucking insane.